tiny spaces can still feel beautiful, luxurious, and deeply personal, and this cozy NYC apartment proves it. Welcome back to Manna Home Design, where we explore warm, functional, and personality-filled homes that turn small spaces into something truly inspiring. If you love cozy apartment decor, clever small space ideas, renter-friendly design hacks, and realistic interiors that actually feel lived in, you're in the right place. Today, we're stepping inside a brilliant 375-square-foot New York City apartment filled with vintage finds, layered textures, skylights, smart storage solutions, and meaningful decor that makes every corner feel intentional. This tiny Manhattan apartment blends cozy living, emotional storytelling, and practical design ideas in a way that feels both elegant and relatable. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more cozy apartment tours, small space decorating inspiration, and beautiful interiors designed for real everyday living. Now grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's tour this incredibly cozy NYC apartment. Living room. Most people think a tiny New York apartment has to feel cramped, cluttered, and impossible to decorate. But this 375-square-foot NYC apartment proves that small space living can still feel cozy, elegant, and deeply personal. From the exposed brick walls to the marble fireplace and skylight, every inch of this pre-war apartment was designed to maximize warmth, comfort, and natural light. One of the smartest small apartment design ideas here is the layered layout. The deep cream sofa, vintage decor, and built-in banquette seating help create separate zones without making the room feel crowded. Instead of chasing a perfect luxury apartment aesthetic, this home embraces collected furniture, renter-friendly upgrades, and meaningful details that make the space feel authentic and lived in. And honestly, that's what makes cozy apartment decor work so well. It's not about having a massive space or expensive furniture. It's about creating a home that reflects your story. The warm skylight, soft textures, whimsical styling, and personal touches transform this tiny Manhattan apartment into a space that feels calm, inspiring, and emotionally connected to everyday life. Dining nook plus banquette. If you live in a small apartment, creating a dining area that feels functional without looking cluttered can feel almost impossible. But this cozy NYC dining nook uses one of the best small space hacks, built-in banquette seating. It instantly saves space while making the apartment feel warmer, softer, and more intentional. The oval dining table improves flow in this narrow Manhattan apartment, while the grass-cloth wallpaper and brass sconces add texture and visual depth without overwhelming the room. This is a perfect example of renter-friendly interior design that feels elevated without requiring a full renovation. And beyond the design itself, this space feels personal. It's where friends gather, dinners happen, and everyday moments become memories. That's the secret behind truly beautiful apartment decor, not perfection, but creating a home that supports real life while still feeling stylish, cozy, and welcoming. Fireplace mantle. One of the easiest ways to make a small apartment feel luxurious is by creating a strong focal point. In this cozy pre-war New York apartment, the marble fireplace mantle instantly brings character, warmth, and timeless charm into the living room. Instead of over-decorating the space, the styling stays layered and intentional. Vintage books, oversized taper candles, fresh flowers, and a large mirror reflect natural light from the skylight, helping the apartment feel brighter and visually larger. These small decorating choices make a huge difference in compact spaces. But what really makes this apartment memorable is the emotional connection behind every detail. The collected decor, marketplace finds, and personal styling choices create a home that feels lived in rather than staged. And honestly, that's what makes a small NYC apartment feel truly special. Small space couch area. Finding the right sofa for a tiny New York apartment can be one of the hardest parts of small space living. Most couches either feel too bulky, too small, or completely ruin the layout. But this deep cream sofa completely transforms the apartment into a cozy and functional gathering space. The oversized seating adds comfort without sacrificing style, while the abstract artwork, chartreuse pillows, and layered textures help the room feel curated and visually balanced. Even the vintage marble side table solves an awkward layout problem while adding personality and warmth. And that's something so many people overlook when decorating small apartments. Good interior design isn't just about aesthetics, it's about solving real problems in a way that still feels beautiful. This living room proves that even a narrow Manhattan apartment can feel comfortable, inviting, and full of character. Work from home desk area. Working from home in a small apartment can easily make your space feel stressful and overcrowded. But this cozy NYC workspace shows how thoughtful design can turn even a tiny corner into a calm and inspiring home office. The vintage wood desk adds warmth and storage, while natural window light, layered decor, and personal details make the workspace feel creative instead of corporate. In small apartments, multifunctional furniture and smart organization become essential for maintaining both productivity and comfort. And honestly, that balance matters. Your apartment shouldn't just look aesthetic on camera, it should support your real everyday life. This small work-from-home setup feels practical, personal, and emotionally grounding, which is exactly what makes cozy apartment living so appealing. Tiny bedroom. Tiny apartment bedrooms can feel impossible to decorate, especially in New York City where every square foot matters. But this narrow bedroom proves that small spaces can still feel soft, cozy, and visually calming with the right layout and layered decor. The neutral bedding, green accents, vintage dresser, and warm lighting create a relaxing atmosphere without overcrowding the room. Even render-friendly solutions, like attaching the headboard creatively, help maximize function while keeping the space stylish and personal. And honestly, that's what makes small apartment design so relatable. Most people aren't living in massive luxury homes, they're trying to make limited spaces feel beautiful and comfortable. This bedroom embraces imperfections while still feeling intentional, warm, and emotionally connected to everyday living. Entryway plus gallery wall. Small apartment entryways are often overlooked, but they completely shape the first impression of your home. This cozy NYC entryway uses layered decor, vintage styling, and smart storage solutions to make a narrow space feel welcoming and full of personality. The gallery wall helps disguise awkward apartment features while adding visual interest and emotional storytelling through collected prints, framed memories, and vintage finds. Even the peel and stick floor tiles completely transform the apartment without requiring expensive renovations. And that's the beauty of renter-friendly apartment design. You don't need unlimited money or square footage to create a home that feels meaningful. Sometimes the smallest details, personal photos, vintage decor, and thoughtful styling, are what make a space truly unforgettable. Bathroom with NYC wallpaper. Decorating a tiny apartment bathroom can feel limiting, especially in older New York buildings. But this cozy bathroom proves that even the smallest spaces deserve personality, warmth, and intentional design. The whimsical New York wallpaper, embroidered towels, and natural skylight bring charm and brightness into the room without overwhelming it. Instead of treating the bathroom like an afterthought, every detail helps the space feel cohesive with the rest of the apartment. And honestly, that's one of the biggest lessons in small space decorating. Every corner matters. When even your bathroom feels personal and thoughtfully designed, your apartment starts to feel less like a rental and more like a true home. Thanks for touring this cozy NYC apartment with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for more beautiful small space inspiration.